Hey, hope you're doing great. So today I'm gonna be reacting to Yngwie Malmsteen Prelude to April and Toccata, and this is live with the Japanese Philharmonic. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to see some neoclassical with Philharmonic with orchestra, right? Um, it should be very interesting. The little that I saw from the beginning, he was playing an acoustic guitar, so we're gonna see some acoustic guitar with the orchestra. So I'm very excited about that. And also I'm excited that I'm gonna be listening to that with these amazing headphones. So these headphones are the Weston Audio Max 10. So yeah, I have been doing like four or five. I already have done four or five, and a reaction. And I know Yngwie. In my bachelor degree days, I you know I, Yngwie was my favorite guitarist, right? Other than the other rest that I always want in the conversation, right? So for example, you Satriani, Steve Vai, and Yngwie, and who else? John Petrucci. Those are that I remember. Probably other people mention me more, but those were the one. And of course, people used to talk about the G3 and whatever, right? And from all of them, obviously John Petrucci with Dream Theater, right? I haven't explored his. If he's, I don't even know if he have a solo work. I think that he does. But I also remember I was studying classical guitar, and a lot of people love popular music, and they were into a Petrucci book, the arpeggios to practice, right? And people love arpeggios, and obviously I was a metalhead, and I mean I'm still a little bit, right? But yeah, I from all of them except Petrucci, Yngwie was the one that I liked the most. And from this concert, there's some music that I listened to a long time ago, right? And then, for example, I did the Fugue one, the Fugue video. So, let's react to this. The way that it's gonna happen is I'm gonna let the whole video to play. This is like 7 minutes, so I'm gonna be talking during the video, and then in the end I'm gonna give you my impressions. And in these impressions, I may have some theory, some history, but pretty much it's just impression as a classical guitarist. Not doing any analysis. So yeah, I'm just gonna go and react to this. Let's do it. So with the pick, I like the choir. Okay. I see a harpsichord there, which I love. That's a nice prelude. This is just a prelude. Yeah. Did I told you that I love the harpsichord? Let's see how much we can hold a form here, right? There we go. Harmonics. It's a beautiful guitar. It's nice. I love that. We have some Baroque here. Okay, so that was interesting. You see, my daughter is around here. I was able to go. Hey, you want to say hi? Come say hi. Come here. Say hi, and then say hi. You see how the guitar ready? Oof, then you can go with it. Okay, we're gonna see you in the video. She's very excited with the YouTube videos. Before I give you my first impressions, I just want to remind you that if you want to hear everything with top quality headphones, the Weston Audio Mac 10 are the one to go with. So I'm gonna have a link in my description where you can find these headphones. Also, I have a discount code which is John Ruiz Guitar 10, and with that code you will receive a 10% discount. And if you decide to buy something, I will get a small commission, and this will help my channel. But other than that, yeah, I think that there's a lot of good things about this. And then I had some critics. Why do I have some critics? Well, because I'm a classical musician, a classical guitarist, and this is neoclassical, right? So, I have high expectations for this music, right? Especially when it's neoclassical, right? Unless I don't know the real definition of neoclassical music, right? But what I think that neoclassical is the addition of classical music on rock or band, right? In music. In this case, we had the Prelude to April and Toccata, right? We're playing with the Japanese Philharmonic. So, I'm expecting big, a lot of things going on musically. The first thing is, it's a prelude. The first one, it's a nice prelude. Pretty much prelude goes that way. Some arpeggios. It doesn't. Normally preludes are not that crazy. Some of them, yeah, they are, right. But a prelude it feels like a sequence, and it happens. But sometimes I found myself so deep into the solo that I forget. I cannot understand what's happening with the orchestra, which I feel sometimes that's a little bit, not useful, because wasteful, I would say, because you have the orchestra there with all these instruments. You even have a harpsichord, and sometimes because there's so much solo going on, you tend to miss what's happening. Actually, I not even sometimes harmonically, I'm not even know what's happening, because the solos, which are amazing, you get lost to it. So while it's really good, I love the orchestra and the guitar, and Yngwie is just a genius in playing as a virtuoso, right? Sometimes I do miss the connection with the orchestra, with all the solo. It is virtuosic in electric guitar solo, but it's not virtuosic on the sense of, of connecting the guitar with the orchestra in a prelude, right? And for me as a classical musician, I would love to see like a virtuosism in the form of everything together, right? So you have the orchestra, you're doing a big solo, and the orchestra is following you, and you're together with the orchestra. But the problem here is that sometimes, even for a Rachmaninoff concert, right? So you have the piano being super virtuoso, but even that, the orchestra is there with you. It's accompaniment you. Sometimes what happened here is that it get lost. And yeah, then we have the Toccata with, it became super nice. And I feel that it's a little bit more connected. And actually, even for a prelude, I love, for example, the choir part and everything. I wish there's some more open harmonization with the choir and the orchestra with Yngwie. But I feel that, well, it's amazing playing, right? It's just there's something missing with the orchestra and the choir. Like it felt so simple, and then again, I'm missing that connection sometimes. And yeah, I this is Yngwie, so this is his show, right? Not the orchestra show. But when we're talking about the classical, I'm expecting more like more connection, right? And this is the moment to shine. As okay, let's connect everything, and if you're gonna do a solo, make it a way that it connects. And probably there's some connection sometimes, yeah. Tan tan tara, pam pam para, pam pam para, pa 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 pa. So there's some connection, but I would love to see more structure and form together with the orchestra. Not the orchestra getting lost and then the guitar just doing the own thing. It feels like sometimes, and I'm gonna say this right. Some people may feel offended by this. I'm gonna say this is my reaction, right? Sometimes I feel that he is like joking, the classical guitar. Like it's while he does all this solo, while everyone playing is like a joke. I feel sometimes, and that can be controversial. That can be, probably you will get mad with me saying that, but it feels like a joke. And why do it feel like a joke? Because, for example, if you're gonna do, let's imagine me playing with a quartet or with the guitar orchestra, right? Normally we play music that everyone play together, right? But let's imagine that I'm decide to let's just do a lot of solos while the orchestra play a piece, right? So can you imagine the orchestra playing a piece, let's say, the Brandenburg is just virtuoso, right? But imagine that my orchestra playing a Brandenburg 3, and while they're playing that, I'm just doing solos and sometimes connected with them, and it will feel like a joke. I'm joking, and like it's a joke for me, the orchestra. So it kind of, if sometimes it felt like that for me, and like I say, I view it as a classical guitarist. This is how it felt for me, and I wish there's more connection while he's doing all that solo. That there's a connection, but it feels like he's just shooting a lot of solos, and yeah, well, I mean, this is his show. He's an amazing soloist again, and but neoclassical music, but I guess I have the wrong definition on neoclassical music. So, and this is my opinion. Probably we can disagree, right? Again, he's my favorite solo guitarist, and he have amazing music. I love a lot of his music, right? But with the orchestra, that's the only thing that threw me off. And again, the Toccata is really nice. There's some movement together with the orchestra. And I feel that one was a little bit more together. I see the harpsichord. The harpsichord has some Baroque time, but then it gets short, right? So, and when I said the Baroque, I wish there's more like movement with a bit more counterpoint, and you know what I mean? And then we have the choir more. I imagine I'm imagining a Kyrie from Bach, but it's not that. So yeah, if you want to listen to a really nice choir with the orchestra, Baroque piece by Bach, he have a Kyrie, I think that is Kirie, and he's the open heart. It's just. And then, for example, yeah, like I say, I'm classical and Toccata, and I'm expecting, So maybe I need to, my expectation with the form and music need to be a little bit different. But yeah, again, with this, if we're talking about Yngwie, his show, he's just a machine, right? Like he's a crazy guy, right? And also, I was gonna say. And I guess I'm being a hater right now. No, this is just me as a classical guitarist. I will appreciate he have Black Star, right? That is kind of classical, because obviously there's some chords and bass movement and melody, right? Some classical guitar structure, right? But also here, he's playing everything with pick, which is fine, but you don't hear counterpoint the guitar, like I will appreciate if he can do some classical guitar stuff, like when he have this prelude, like more bass, but no, it's pretty much the arpeggio we pick, which, there's preludes that are like that, just following an arpeggio pattern, but it would be nice if he can do like a classical guitar, even if it's that way he can connect that with the orchestra in the acoustic guitar, right? But that's me, probably. That's something that I wish, but other than that, not everyone. Not if for me, it would take me like my whole life to learn this solo. So, so yeah, that's pretty much my reaction. I still love Yngwie. It's just that there's some certain things that I wish were a little bit more different. Certain things that I wish, that I know that it will like change perspective in as a classical musician, about Yngwie. So, but yeah, this is pretty much what I have. Thank you so much for watching the video. Let's see you in the next one.